Nothing being shared today is meant to be a replacement for therapy with a licensed mental health professional. Everything we share is for educational purposes only. Thank you.
I heard a message when I was listening to a sermon over the weekend, and in that message, there was a quick little statement made by the pastor, and he said, "Stop being what you hate." And when I heard him say that, I thought about some of the things that I really hate when I interact with people, and come to realize the things that I hate that other people do, I actually do them myself. So here are just a few things that I realize even about myself. And I'm seriously wondering if you will actually, identify with any of them. So the first one is, if you hate being criticized, stop being critical. You sit around, you criticize other people, and then the moment that somebody does it to you, it's a trigger and you are just annoyed by that. So if you don't like being criticized, you stop being critical. The second thing, and these are my things that I know that I've done and I might still be doing. The second one is I hate being ignored. So if you hate being ignored, stop being avoidant. And what I mean by that is there are times when I may message somebody or try to reach out to somebody and they ignore me. They don't respond. I don't hear back from them. But yet I recognize that I am great at avoiding people. I will be so avoided to the point where it's like, where did you go? I ghost people a lot. And it's not necessarily because that I'm just intentionally trying to do it. It's because I need my time and my space, but yet I don't like it when people do it to me. So if I don't like being ignored, I need to stop being avoided. If you hate being judged, stop being judgmental. Like, I will do that a lot, but I hate it when somebody does that to me. So again, the whole point is stop being what you hate. The fourth one is hate being controlled, then don't be controlling. Most of the time I see people get into relationships and I swear it seems like one person in that relationship trying to control the other person. They're trying to control how they do whatever it is they do. They try to control what they wear. They try to control what they plan. They try to control what they cook. They try to control how they clean. They're so busy trying to control another human being. And yet the moment that somebody tries to control them, they get triggered or they have issues or they shut down. So if you don't like being controlled, then you stop being controlling. Okay? The next one is hate being dismissed. So stop being dismissive. And that means when somebody tells you what they're feeling, what they're needing, don't dismiss what they just said to you. Don't roll over as if you never even heard it. Always try to acknowledge what they said and validate what they said. But some people will dismiss them. Stop making this all about you. So immediately you've been dismissed. You're being dismissive. But the moment that somebody does it to you, like they don't acknowledge what you just said out your mouth. They don't acknowledge when you said you feel irritated or you feel like you're being disrespected or something like that. And they're like, ain't nobody doing that to you. This not happening. You making that up. That's being dismissive. So you don't like being dismissed. Don't be dismissive. The biggest one that I find is annoying to me is I hate being manipulated. But I know there are times when I am being the manipulator. And I'm not doing it on a regular basis and I'm not always doing it intentionally, but yet I still do it. And most of the time it happens with my kids because I'll try to make them feel guilty about not coming to see me or not calling me and things like that. So I throw on some guilt to make them feel bad. And here's the reality. A lot of us try to make people feel a certain way because of how we believe they made us feel. But here's the reality: people don't make you feel anything. We feel because of something that we actually believe. And we feel because of how we're perceiving the situation. So if you don't like being manipulated, don't be a manipulator. How about we learn to be kind? We learn to be compassionate. We learn to be open to hear other people. We learn to be a receiver of information. We learn to be validators of people's feelings. We give people the space to be vulnerable. How about we do that? Being kind, being compassionate. If you want to be treated in a certain way, then you need to be that way. And if whatever you hate being or whatever you hate, don't be that. If you take the time out just to consider how you yourself might be behaving, then you'll realize, okay, maybe I should stop being like that so people will stop being that way towards me. We can't control outcomes. We can't control other people. But the thing is, we can definitely control how we are being. So if you hate something, then don't be that for other people or towards other people. All right. Until the next time, y'all. Good mental health, good spiritual health, and as always, good physical health. Y'all take great care.